There it is, the final whistle, and they're out. It's all over. Oh, it's a sad moment, this. Who would want to be a football manager?
Managers can only watch and wait and hope. Come on, Giggsy!
Seaman, go and get the ball!
This is almost fantasy football. Let's look up the next thing.
Okay then, right? One more time. You can stick your Danish bacon up your arse. You can stick your Danish bacon up your arse. Everybody! You can stick your Danish bacon, stick your Danish bacon, stick your Danish bacon up your arse. What? What? We were having a good time.
Get out!
Oh, I'm treated like shit round here.
Hello and welcome to Fantasy Football League. This week our guest managers are Eddie Large and Mandy Smith. We'll be reconstructing one of the most famous throw-ins of all time, and Stato will be saying a big hello to George Armstrong.
Hello, I'm George Armstrong.
Hello!
Excellent, Stato. But first, a few things we noticed from watching football this week. Good to see our old mate Don Howe giving Terry Venables some obviously much appreciated advice during the first half of the England game on Wednesday. And here's a shot of the bench in the second half.
And we've got an exclusive interview with Myra Kaufman, the recently elected FIFA representative for the United States of America.
Have you ever heard of the World Cup?
Ain't that with the boat race? That's the boat race, isn't it?
No. The World Cup of Soccer.
Well, no. What was that one with the boat?
What was that one with the boat?
I don't know.
And from last Saturday, one for all the young kids watching. Andrei Kanchelskis using all his inventiveness to get away from his marker Frank Sinclair.
And always a very special event in the football calendar.
It's not.
Yes, you've guessed it. It's the launch of the new Welsh kit. Ah, brilliant. Gone for red again, I see. Still, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I say.
And don't forget, everybody, on Sunday, it's Sheffield United versus Leeds.
This Sunday, Sheffield United versus Leeds United. Oh, that'll be a good game.
Now, I'm sorry, but that's the end of the programme, everyone. We're going to have to stop there because the fact is, don't know if you remember, but last week we introduced our Spot the Ball competition. And unfortunately, everybody in the world got it right, and so we're bankrupt.
What are we going to do?
It's all right, Frank. You've always got do the right thing.
Yeah, but it's not the same, is he? Well, what about Stato? He'll have to get another job.
No, he'll never do that. He's a football purist, devoted to the subtleties and the intricacies of the beautiful game. Stato?
I'm going off to work.
Oh, who will save us in our hour of need?
It's Fergus McCann!
Fergus McCann! Oh, Fergus! Oh, hooray!
Hold it!
What?
It's the new Welsh kit. The new Welsh kit, the new Welsh kit.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, no, hold on, I just want to hear how it goes. It's red, almost inevitably, but quite smart in a Welsh sort of way. Yeah, I'm not really sure, right, okay.
Oh, never mind, we can still manage, can't we? I think it's time for Stato's news round.
And now for all this week's Fancy League news.
He's a fan figure of a man in
While Karen Brady maintains a narrow lead, long-time leader Roy Hattersley slips back into the chasing pack. A steady rather than spectacular week for Karen, who'll be hoping the injury to a top point-scoring player, Mark Steen, won't keep him out too long. Meanwhile, David scores most points for the second week running. A touch of fortune in the Sheffield Wednesday Newcastle game typified his weekend. Defender Andy Pearce, sent off in the 87th minute with a score at 0-0, still earns a Fancy League clean sheet. A minute later, Andy Cole scored the winner. With luck like that, could the title be on the way to us here at the Flat? Basel stays in the hunt, if you'll pardon the expression, with 14 points, thanks in part to another strike from Jan Fjortov. That's 9 in 7 games for the Norwegian goal machine. No points for Eddie this week, but for the first time this season, Mandy's off the bottom. The Muswell Babes had their best week ever, thanks to a hat-trick from Ian Wright of Arsenal. 3 extra points with a goal from Blackburn midfielder Tim Sherwood, making it 11 points for Mandy and sending Peter Cook to the foot of the table. The final action is from Lee Dixon. His vintage header past my stand-in Simo not only cost Karen a point, but ruined the weekend of thousands of Fancy League managers around the country who own Arsenal defenders. So just to confirm, Peter Cook holding up the Fancy League, the bottom 3 now 11 points adrift of the rest.
Oh, well,
brilliant
Special League Basil still in the hunt pun. Very good.
Brilliant. He looked so smug about that as well. Anyway, where's the guest manager?
I don't know, let's just see what's on the telly.
So, Naomi Campbell, tell us about this fantastic new outfit you're wearing.
Well, it's red, it's got a little dragon on the front, it's thin stripes down the front.
Oh! Never saw the socks or anything!
Oh, where am I going?
Go on, let him in.
Yes,
Oh, the crowd have gone absolutely crazy. So, Mandy and Eddie, welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
All right.
Looks well done, she?
We
Sat next to me, anybody would. Very slim. We had a bigger turkey than you for Christmas.
That's
Very
not fair.
slim. No, it isn't. What are you saying? You know.
You have a go back.
I'm knocking myself.
We're good friends,
Fatty's
aren't
job.
we?
Very good friends.
Because you don't sit with Eddie, do you? You sit amongst him.
Sorry, I'm
what happened to me then? Anyway, so, what a week it's been for you, Mandy.
I know.
Off the
I'm
bottom at
pleased.
last.
I am
After
pleased.
8 weeks.
I thought there was something going wrong with me on this show. I thought, I'm going to be there forever.
Yes.
I'm really going to prove that I'm blonde. I thought that was going to be it. That's it. That is it.
Do you want to prove that you're blonde?
Well, Dave Bassett's blonde, and he's... No, you're right. Most blonde managers. Now, we've had loads of letters saying, you know, Muswell Babes forever and stuff, because people like an underdog and all that love, but people turn against you, know, you've got all successful and
I
climbed up.
know. But I still believe in my team, and I think I'm going to sort of get up near the top.
Do you think as Spurs go further down, because you're a Spurs fan, your team will start to rise? Do you think there's a connection there?
I hope so. I think that'd be
Not very loyal, is it? Yeah. Because you got into football through watching Spurs, is that right?
Yeah, it's true. I've always been a Tottenham fan, and my uncle used to go to the matches all the time, and he knew Pat really well, and Paul Walsh, and a lot of other players. And
Did you meet Pat at Tottenham?
No, I actually met him in a wine bar, and then...
About 2:30 on a Saturday.
You showbiz type.
Spurs
Was it Scribes or...?
No, it wasn't. Spurs were having their... They were having their Christmas do, all the lads, and...
Spurs were having their Christmas do, not their Hanukkah do or anything.
course, only you can say that. If I'd have said that, we'd have had 200 letters in Hebrew. Well, so we've got a bit of a special moment. As you've got off the bottom, it's a special occasion. We've got a clip of two great old Tottenham players in action.
Okay. This is the BBC's gardening expert. What do you reckon for the match first?
Well, boss, I recommend some pest control. We'll stamp on the bugs.
This is Luigi! The BBC's new catering manager. Luigi, what's on the menu for the opposition?
Well, boss, we're going to roast them, we're going to fry them, we're going to grill them, then we're going to butter them.
Good cooking tonight, Luigi. Did you hear that, you lot? You're going to get battered.
Then we're going to butter them.
Great stuff.
That's what's missing off telly, isn't it?
Incredible.
People who can't act.
Ozzy's still talking the same level
Ozzy's
as
still
he did then.
talking exactly the same, yeah.
Those shorts on Glen Hoddle, you couldn't get into them, Mandy. They're about the tightest
tiny,
shorts I've
weren't
ever
they?
seen.
Awful.
Gave a whole
joke
new meaning
coming
to
on there,
little
Barry.
and large. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hey. Sorry, I'm sitting too close to an old mainstream comic here. How come you didn't use any Man City players in that sketch?
Sounds like Man United ad lib there.
Who said that? Who had that?
What do you mean because they're crap?
Those down here ducking. Who do you support, mate?
Man, you.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
It's easy now, you're on top.
You can tell by the non-Mancunian accent that he's a
Well, I think when I was a very, very small kid, there was a TV programme on, which is all about a Man City supporter. I don't know if you remember.
Little and large.
No, not Little and Large. I don't mean that long ago. I don't know if you remember it. It was a sitcom from Granada, and it was called The Dustbin Men. I think we've got a clip of The Dustbin Men here.
On the way to the match, I saw this old fellow wearing Arsenal's colours. Very old he was, and helpless and wobbly. And I didn't mark him for life with my bicycle chain. I walked straight on, worrying. And then suddenly, after all that, when the lads trotted out with the sunlight glinting on Colin Bell's golden head all yellow and flaxen and that, I thought to myself, Winston, I thought, what the hell have you been worrying for? Worry gets you nowhere. And did it? No. How'd they get on? Lost 4 pig in 1.
So you were a small kid in the 1920s?
I think that must have been in a previous life. That looked like a programme older than television itself, actually. Anyway, we must have a look at Mandy's team, because you're the team of the moment. There it is. And it's good, isn't it?
Except for Walker.
It's not bad, actually. It's good to see that Ian Wright started banging in a few goals.
I'm going to get rid of Ian Walker, I've decided.
Why?
Why
did you decide that?
It's one of the best decisions we've had so far in the Fantasy League. You sold Neville Southall and you got Ian Walker. Just at the right time.
Southall he was just as bad in the beginning for me, so I had to just get rid of him. I had to. But obviously I made a wrong choice, but I'll have to get someone else.
Did you make a wrong choice, or did perhaps Pat Van den Houw make a wrong choice? Whose decision was that?
It was both of ours, but mainly him.
Right. Since he's not here.
That's a bit statter. What difference did that make to Mandy's team, swapping Southall for Ian Walker?
Since she sold Southall, he's actually scored no points whatsoever, and since she's bought Walker, minus 12, so she's 12 points worse off. Southall still got minus 8 points, and that was what she had when she bought Southall, and now 12, minus 12 points worse off. So not very good.
So that was great then. I thought Stato falls to the back with, go on, Stato.
You can do it, mate.
Oh, a bit of Cockney cheering up. That was brilliant. By a man in a pearly jacket over there. Go on, Stato, we're a little bit.
So actually, while Pat isn't here, perhaps we could talk about Millwall. Do you go down to Millwall at all?
I haven't been down there. I'm actually a bit nervous about going.
So am I. I'd never go down there.
Pat gets a bit frightened on the way there.
I must admit, I watched the game last Sunday, and I'd been nervous going as an opposing team, I've got to say.
Well, I got a bit scared watching it on the telly.
Well, apparently...
Mick McCarthy didn't see a thing wrong. He used to play for Man City.
Well, I didn't see the game, but I heard that the Leicester player got sent off and the referee went over to him and said, off, off, and 2 players went off.
Yeah, that's true.